Lexi, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Ball, where it's finally happened. Me and Jamie stole the keys from Potts, and we've taken over his channel. Big up to you guys. Make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed, make sure you're checking out the sponsors. OK Jerseys. You can get 15% off your shirts. You get your custom name, custom number on the back, and use code 12man for another 8% off. Potts will be joining soon. He's just running late. So stupidly, he gave me the keys to the kingdom. What, chat, if you would like to see us delete any videos of Potts' channel, just let us know. Yeah? We'll do that also. Shall I rename his channel? Can we get some suggestions in the chat for what we should call this channel, man? I love Arteta now? Flip flopper? What do you think, Jamie?
I love Arteta now. It's crazy. Yeah, why not? That's thinker's sake. Chat, if you think of any names, let us know, man. Got to be good, yeah? Got to be good. Got to be catchy.
I love this comment, man. Wolfie cashed the money in the bank on Potts. Get those likes up, chat. Get those likes up. But listen, we got to start. We got to start, Jamie, with the crimes of your club.
No, it's bad, wasn't it?
But how the hell have you enabled this newly found lease of life of confidence into this Spurs fan base because they drew a match and got kicked out of the Champions League? Please explain what happened, man.
Well, it's what Liverpool do, ain't it? We give everyone the second wind of life, don't we? That's what we do, man. If you're struggling and you think your life's in danger, call Liverpool. No, we just give you help, man. The game against Spurs was disgusting, man. It was absolutely disgusting. During my watch long, I have never thrown so much of a hissy fit in my whole entire life. I broke stuff, man. Look, my wife almost divorced me. It was that bad. It was that bad. It was that bad, man. I have never been so angry.
Why was it that game, though, Jamie, that took you to the edge? Was it because it was Spurs?
I've been on the edge all season. I have literally been on the edge all season. And then that Spurs game, it's like someone just came along and went, "There you go, son," and just pushed me off. Yeah. That's pretty much what happened. And I was like, no. Because look, let's be fair here. Wolves are the bottom club in the league, yeah? But at that time last week, Spurs were the worst team in the league, all right, on form. Because Wolves' form is pretty good, to be fair to them, even though they are bottom. So drawing the way we did, and the thing is, Wolfie, like, I'm not even going to lie here, Spurs created the better chances in the game as well.
Richarlison should have had a couple.
Yeah. And, you know, I'll be honest, man. I'm an honest Liverpool fan, and what I saw in that game absolutely disgusted me from the way we played, the mentality of the players and the manager, the crowd, you know, was completely dead. They've had enough. They gave up. You know, the booing at full time. The manager not taking no accountability for that game either after the match. It was just, everything was dreadful, mate. There's no excuses here. We're dog turd. I mean, the game yesterday was more of what I've been wanting to see Liverpool play like.
But it was yin and yang, isn't it? Like yesterday, you actually looked good. You looked like there was structure there was balance and what have you. Even Salah scored, didn't he?
Well, you put Salah in front of goal, he looks a lot better. Who would have thought? You know, who would have thought? Playing a 34-year-old on the wing who can't, you know, take players on no more, but then you put him in front of goal and gets goals. Yeah, you know, it's not rocket science, Wolfie. Like, in the Galatasaray, in the Galatasaray game, he played like that 4-2-2-2 formation, and it suits our players better. It's what a lot of us Liverpool fans have been saying. If you look at Liverpool's best results this season, especially in Europe, we play a version of 4-4-2, and that gets the best out of the collective players that we have. You know, but for some reason, the managers just don't see it. You don't see what we see, and that's been the problem all season. Playing off this 4-2-3-1 that he plays, we haven't got the personnel, really. We haven't got the wingers to play that. you know, as good as Salah is, Salah's not really an out-and-out winger, is he? He's a goal-scoring wide player. So, yeah, the Tottenham game was a disgusting pile of shit. I ain't gonna lie, man.
That's crazy. And now I'm looking at the gap to these boys, and I'm thinking, how in 2026 is it possible that Man U are third on 54 points, and you, after spending 500 million, are in fifth on 49 points, only 1 point clear of Chelsea, going away to the Amex this weekend? I mean, are you even confident about that? They're technically on the beach. They're on 40 points in 12th. But, like, do you think you can win this one?
They're on the beach every day, to be fair, Wolfie.
Don't take me. Hey, you just added me in. Click me out, man. Click me out. Yeah.
Okay. After yesterday's game, I got a bit more positivity going into the Brighton game. But I've had days like this season where we play well. Like we play well against Real Madrid or an Atletico Madrid, and then we play a Premier League game and just look awful. So it's have I got confidence going into that game? No, not really. Not really, because I expect him to go back to a 4-2-3-1 against Brighton and play people out of position and bring Cody Gakpo back in, and you know, Frimpong at right wing instead of right back, and it's be a shit show.
Boys, how are you two feeling about this Liverpool season, man? I mean, Saeed looks fresh haircut. Eid Mubarak as well. A couple of hours away from Eid. Eid Mubarak to the chat as well for those who are celebrating it. I ain't seen this energy from you boys in years, man. Like, you guys must be loving that this 500 million spending Liverpool is sitting behind your interim manager right now.
This is lovely. I don't know about what Floyd's saying, but this is lovely, man. I mean, I kind of called it when I seen what they were about, when I seen like, yeah, man, this gimmick, these late winners and that. I didn't buy into it, man. At the start, don't get me wrong, when they had Isak, I think everyone was like saying that Liverpool gonna, you know, are the favourites or one of the favourites for the league, or they must, you feel me? But yeah, man, man's loving it, bro. You know what I mean? Like they're obviously doing one in the Champions League, but Galatasaray, I'm not sure is the best judgment. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm being honest with you. But in the league, they failed, man. 500 million spent. They're the worst champions for me personally. Worse than Leicester, worse than Chelsea. You know, I just think what's happened there, the downfall has been brilliant to see, man. Slot, to be fair, I want him to low-key stay, but I do think he's going to get sacked at the end of the season. But yeah, man, they spent money in the wrong areas. I think they're still vulnerable. And I'm not going to lie to you, I think they're going to lose to Brighton on the weekend, if I'm being truly honest with you. I think... you
think or you want?
I want, but I also think they will lose. To
For real? Brighton on the beach, man, despite Jamie's
12:30 kickoff. I think, yeah, man. I think the game that they had against Galatasaray, the result and the performance they put in the league has been different, man. Yeah, I mean, they struggled with Tottenham. You know what I mean? With all due respect, but Tottenham Hotspur at this current moment, it was embarrassing, man. They should have won it. So yeah, man, it's the thing is, for me though, what's funny about it is that I think Liverpool fans know it deep down. They're in trouble. Like, they can normally deflect on that and they can say, "Oh yeah, but we're good.
The league last
Don't worry
season.
about us." Yeah, but they actually know that they are bad. That they know that. So
that's why me especially, I'm not deflecting on anything. I know how shit Liverpool are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When people talk about how shit a lot Arne Slot is and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah. I mean, you know, what can I say back at the moment? We spent a lot of money in the summer. For me, we did buy very good footballers, and the manager should be doing better than what we're doing right now. And so should the players. The players don't get away with it. Don't get me wrong. But as we always know, like, you can't sack 20 players, but you can sack one manager, can't you? And managers are an imprint on your football club. We know this, yeah. We've all of us on the panel we've had legendary managers of our football clubs, yeah, and they imprint a DNA on your football club, don't they? You know, Cloughy with Forest, you know, Paisley, Paisley, Klopp, and all that for Liverpool, and you know, Man United, obviously, with Fergie and all that. They give you that DNA, that imprint on your football club and the way you should play and behave and be and all that. So I do think managers are highly important in today's football. Even with the quality player, you still need elite level managers that imprint your football club and play in the image of that manager. My manager is he doesn't take accountability for anything. So guess what? My team don't take accountability for anything. You know, it's always something else's fault. It's not our fault. You know, it's always the other team don't play to my style. As that, like on a slot, Jurgen Klopp always used to do it. I don't care how the opposition go to play. I'm going to play my way. Ferguson was the same. Don't care how the opposition's going to play. I'm playing my way. If they can beat my way, good for them. But not a lot of teams can, right? Arne Slot worries too much about how the other team go to play constantly. And when you do that, the players think like that as well eventually. It just seeps into them, don't it? So that's why, some of these players do need to kick up the arse, but I will give some of them a bye because the coach's performance this season has not been good enough in my opinion.
I wanted to get as Flawless is gone. I'll bring Flawless back into it, but like, is this just a black and white manager thing, Saeed? Like, do you see this as a black and white? Because I know you've been bedtimes in that car park. So Flawless, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just
is this a black and white manager thing? Like, does Jamie need to get slot in the car park? Do you think a new manager comes in and fixes this up?
Pause, man.
You know what I'm saying? And is it a black and white thing? Because this man right here will tell you no, it's on the players as well. But what's your take on it? Big up, Gunnerly, but go on, Flawless.
No, it's definitely you look at the manager. Even if you think their squad is not the best, it's better than it's showing. You can't lose 9-12. You can't go on your worst run in 100 years. You can't be getting packed up at home. No disrespect. Forest 3-0. PSV 4-1 or whatever it was, failing to beat any of the newly promoted sides at home. I think for the first time in their history. I think Jamie might know better than me. I got told that. How true that is, I don't know. I think so, something like that. So, like, when you're breaking these type of records, you can only look at him. Yes, of course, the players need to be doing better. But anytime a manager's under pressure, you can point to that. Whether it's the top of the league, the middle of the league, or it's bottom of the league, you don't know. But managers under pressure because you're not getting results. And when you're not getting results, chances are the vast majority of your players are not playing well. But it fall at absolutely it falls at Slot. Because we've seen him do the opposite last season when he joined Liverpool. Very few people looked at that team and went, Premier League winning side. And he managed to get a tune out of that. And then they've invested, they improved heavily on paper. That's why I say it's in particular on paper. And everyone looked at it and went, yeah, they're going to win the league, and they was going to build a dynasty, and it was going to be going to be back-to-back titles, 3 titles in 4, etc., etc. So yeah, of course it's Slot. Of course it is. You see it with Manchester United. You see what Carrick's done compared to what Amrim's done. I said this all the time. As bad as you think some players are, they're not this bad. Like Liverpool going on their worst run in 100 years should not be the case. It should not be the case. That falls at the manager, in my opinion.
Facts.
I just love that you're saying it with a smile. The whole little monologue you did there, bro.
He's got to, ain't he? Got to let him.
Liverpool, because the thing is with this, like seeing Liverpool, I've seen Liverpool be very, very good, seeing them be very, very bad. The best part about this one is it was so unexpected. Because this was supposed to be them building their dynasty and building upon this. Like if I thought they were 5th, 6th best team and they're 5th, 6th, yeah, it's still sweet. But this hits even better because they signed Isak and they signed Wirtz and Frimpong and they got Salah and Van Dijk and all these names. And this was supposed to be it. You don't break the world record fee, the British transfer fee, twice to not go in. And Liverpool fans were talking the heaviest, and rightfully so, talking about not how many not what trophies we're going to win at the start of the season. It was how many. So to see it end like this, I didn't see it. They were my pick at the start of the season. I thought they were going to win the league. So, yeah.
They were Lee's pick as well, you know. Just before I bring Lee in, there's already 500 of you guys in there. Make sure you've we're on 81 likes, man.
Come on, let's get it.
Like Liverpool this season. Potts will be here in a second. He's just caught up in traffic, so stupidly he's put me in charge. Yeah, you don't want me in charge this week, man. I've been trolled by Brentford, so it's a new low. It's a new low in life. But anyway, Lee, are you agreeing with what the boys are saying? A lot of them are putting it solely on your boy's Slot, man, and not the players. Like, how you seeing it?
It's I can't bother to talk about Liverpool, man. Honestly, it's just they're just pathetic. All of them, they're pathetic, man. Honestly, So the sooner we get off this topic and you lot can carry on with the rest of the normal conversation, then it will be great, because you can't be honest with a Liverpool fan. So you might as well just let them have their kumbaya, let them have their moment to hold hands and pretend like nothing's wrong and move on, because, you know, they're just going to be pathetic as per usual.
I'm like arguably one of the most honest Liverpool fans.
Nah, Jamie, you're not, mate. You're not.
What have I not just been honest about?
I mean, I haven't listened, but I'll be honest. You're not honest. You're not honest.
I just said we're dog shit and don't deserve anything.
I mean, if that's the case, then it's taking you like 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 months to say it, right? So, fair play.
Better late than never, they're going to say. Better late than never.
10 months ago, I was probably a league champion, so I weren't saying it then, was I?
I mean, fair enough. Isn't it? Like, it is what it is.
I just told Saeed that I can't say anything back when they're bantering me because how crap we are. I have to agree with it.
Fair enough. I mean, look, Liverpool. Look, I'm sure everybody will be quiet today. It won't be Slot will get some praise, but they still want him out. So, listen, I'm not a Liverpool fan, so I'm not going to Liverpool fans.
If you're a big football club and you don't succeed, your manager should leave.
Maybe so, innit? Like, I just think ultimately,
I think Saeed would agree with that.
Liverpool fans are gonna have their opinions about their manager, and listen, that's they're within their rights to think. But I mean, for me, I think a lot of their players are pathetic. I think some of their massive players that are on big wages are pathetic. I think there's been a lot that has been said by a certain said player who, you know, is getting away with murder because he's been fantastic for them for the last 8 years. Okay, fine, but you know, coming out and saying some of the things that he said, I think it's disgraceful.
Yeah, Mo's been terrible this season.
Yeah, I mean, then there you go, right? So that's why Slot gets a lot of reprieve, because your players are pathetic. They're weasels. They're slimy. Some of them handballs on purpose. I mean, if anybody else did that, if John Terry did that, he'll be fucking lynched.
Hey, John Terry did worse in real life. Let's not go
then there you go. I mean, yeah. But again, this my only point I'm going to say is, look, Liverpool fans fucking act like their players are holier than thou, so they can't do no wrong. So when they do these things, then we have to hold them to the same accord and standards as scumbags.
Why did you go to John Terry though, of all the examples you could have come up?
Yeah, it was the wrong example. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, okay, fine. Wrong example.
Give him Ryan Giggs as the other example.
Boy.
So yeah, man.
I'll keep saying, like, Lee can have his points, yeah, about the players and all that, and Slot's this world-class manager and stuff, obviously.
Nah, Slot's not a world-class manager. That, again, don't get it twisted. My point is that two things can be true, and a lot of the blame goes on the manager. And you're right. I think as I walked in, or as I came in, you did say, and I think that's such a great point, you can't get rid of 11, 13, 25 players. It's not going to happen. It isn't going to happen. But so the manager is always going to have the fault. The buck going to fall with him. But I mean, I just find it crazy to try and put all of this on him, when last season you lot were fucking holding hands. And I mean, obviously the parade, there was a really bad moment which happened, but that's got nothing to do with your fans. But you guys all holding hands and celebrating in the rain. So I mean, just give him a break.
As you might know, because you watch me, I was one of the only Liverpool managers who wanted Klopp out at one time.
Wow.
One of the only Liverpool fans who wanted Klopp out at one time. You know,
was this like towards the end, or was this?
Yeah, the season before he left. Yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed. I expect standards at my football club to be at a high level. So, you know, I will give credit when credit is due, and when they're shit, I will tell them they're shit. You know, simple as that, man. Simple
with
as
Liverpool, I just don't know whether, like, if they're gonna really sack him or he's gonna walk. I don't know.
He ain't walking nowhere, man. You see now.
That's what I'm saying. Is he highly paid manager? I'm guessing. At Liverpool,
he wants that compensation. He'll get sacked. He will get sacked. It's just a question of when. But if
he gets like $3 million a year, he ain't bothered with that compensation. Man.
Yeah, all right, cool. We say he ain't walking away. And he's doing everything, and it's the way he's managing, telling things he said. He sounded like me and Saeed in interviews. When he starts talking about, they've only won one league title in 35 years and stuff like this.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
like, yo, you stealing my buzz. Like, that's what it sounded like when I heard him talk. It's crazy.
Flores, do you know what he said when we won the league, though?
Yeah,
He
go
said
on, what did
that's
you say? It was one
he
and
said
six.
he said that's 2 in 5 years. He went, that's 2 in 5 years. Now this season it's 2 in 35 years.
Yeah, now it's 2 and
You know what I mean?
This is what I'm saying.
That's why I don't know why I'm holding a Nerf gun. That is why that's why we're pissed off, man. he just lies.
Like when he starts talking about you
Real.
knocked out my Atalanta in the Europa League 2 years ago, it's like that's nothing to do with what's going on now. He literally sounds like it. He sounds
I'm
like,
surprised. I'm surprised he's not blamed Mo Gerrard for slipping yet. I'm still waiting for it. I'm waiting for it, man. I'm waiting for it.
That's crazy.
Big up to everyone, by the way. Apologies, I'm late. Unbelievable. That's the worst journey I've had in a while. I was up at Wembley, man, doing a preview stuff, and there was unfortunately a fatality on the track, so it took me forever to get up and back. I had to drive to Shenfield in the end, and it's just a nightmare. So not good. But I'm here. Big up to Wolfie. Thank you for hosting and not messing up anything technically. I mean, I can't see any changes. I can't see changes to names. I can't see changes to the channel. So big up to you, Wolfie. You know,
He's famous now. He's famous.
I gave you the keys, bro. I mean, you are famous. I mean,
famous.
this is a guy who went on to Brentford's TV screen, I believe.
Not by choice.
Not your choice.
Oh, my man, shut up.
Maybe are you going to copyright them, Wolfie?
I'm thinking about it, man. I've had no commission off that, man.
Honestly, I can't believe it. There's you, Goldbridge. I mean, there's like 7 people that come up saying Brentford are going down.
Saeed, man.
I feel like it landed
predicted
worse
it
for
though.
Wolfie though, because he was the last person. So it
was the worst. They saved the best
directly at you.
He goes,
Listen,
you're going down. Something like that, he said.
Yeah,
I was like, they're in the biggest trouble, man.
There's 2 big games of the weekend. One, obviously, I think is bigger than the other. However, there is a massive game down the bottom of the table, Wolfie and George, and we've got to talk about it. I don't know about you, but whoever loses this game, I think might be going down. Got to be honest.
Mad. Oh yeah,
Spurs
for this one, but looking forward to this.
Man, I'm sitting there thinking, this is going to be a massive game potentially. Wolfie, you're winning, right?
I'm not coming on here to say I'm winning or I'm losing or anything like that because I'm playing Spurs. There's no need to take it like any further than that. It's like with these Spurs lot, they're just like their team. You let them do the talking and then they have to unravel what they've said come Monday and come Tuesday next week. So I'm sitting here quietly confident. I saw George with the do-rag out yesterday for going out of the Champions League. He was celebrating going out of the Champions League. He's like, I'm going to do rag on him, mums. But we're out of the Champions
celebrating
League.
a win.
So I'm putting one
I
on,
was
man.
celebrating a win, Wolfie. Something you might want to learn.
A win. So it's a win to be knocked out. I hear it, man. I hear the logic.
Guys are predicted. No, do you know what it is? Because you predicted to win Europe, and you've now lost twice to Midtjylland, and you've got to play them away. You know, you lost your home leg. We won our home leg. So, 25 games unbeaten in Europe. I had some things to be positive about yesterday. So, yeah, the do-rag was back. The smile was back. I was feeling myself a little in it because, I saw my team outperform not just any team. We outperform a top team, Atletico Madrid, not FC Midtjylland and them things. Like, I don't know what it's like to play those teams and if those teams give you confidence after win. But definitely when you beat an Atletico Madrid, big club, it will give you quite a bit of confidence, Wolfie. So maybe that's something you can learn from it. But I can tell you now, going into this game in the weekend, I have no worries about playing Nottingham Forest. We've got some players back. We've looked a lot better in our last couple games. Again, not going to sit here and dismiss the fact that we're in a relegation battle. Yeah, we're in a relegation battle.
You said no worries. Ultimately, you said you have no worries. Yeah?
I don't have no worries. I don't. I'm actually pretty damn confident we're going to beat you guys. I think the past 2 results have given us the momentum we needed. The biggest thing for me when I looked at these games, especially the game yesterday, I said it. I wouldn't even care if we lost yesterday. My biggest thing was performance. I saw performance. I saw character from the players. I saw drive. They were really good. Like compared to where they've been at over the last couple of weeks, that's one of our better performances. Hooks, you just joined. Stay on the side.
They're not good enough.
You're not even concentrating because again, you should be focused. You got to have this on for a reason. Focus is really bad right now. You're in the car. You're on the phone. It's mad things. It's mad things going on. But anyway,
was your club focusing?
I actually think that yesterday the performance meant a lot.
Hooks, would you have celebrated being knocked out of the Champions League?
Performance,
and I think that going into this game on the weekend, Wolfie's team, who is a mess, they're going to get dealt with.
Hooks, would you have celebrated being knocked out of the Champions League yesterday?
Hell no. What these man are
Thank
moving?
you. Thank you.
Raw, who's that? These man are moving.
I'm on the phone.
Mental. George, man, George. The cope
Again,
is crazy.
Hooks.
The cope
You're
is
not
crazy.
concentrating. You're not concentrating. And furthermore, nobody asked for your input on this. It's Tottenham. It's not the Arsenal.
I did.
You can talk about
did.
Arsenal.
Actually, Wolfie did.
You can come and talk about your quadruple, you're getting to the final and
out.
every trophy.
So you need to
can
listen
go
up.
into all of that stuff in a minute, Hooks. You know, we'd love to hear about how you're going to win all the
Now,
trophies.
do you know what I do want to talk about?
We are talking about the relegation battle game here, you know.
Do you know what I do want to talk about though? Yeah, I just want to say, yeah, you see this Champions League round, yeah, it's the perfect it's the perfect kind of example as to why Arsenal and Mikel Arteta's method of playing football is actually the right way to play, because have Chelsea getting absolutely fist up.
You played one of the worst teams out of all the English teams. You played the worst opposition.
You're having Man City getting absolutely fist up. You have Newcastle getting absolutely fist up into oblivion, bro. Bare Shayukins happened to Newcastle, bro. 7-2 in one fixture. That is mental to me, yeah. And then you got Arsenal over here, yeah. Only conceded one goal from a set piece. Wasn't even an open play goal. So like all you man, yeah, out there. 'Cause I know there's bear man on the panel, and I know there's bear man that's watching, and I know there's bear man in the chat, yeah, that's always talking about, oh man, we want to see performances. Oh man, we want to see good football. We want to see good football. Well, look where all the teams that played good football. Look where it got them. Look where it got them. Oh, sorry, I forgot about Spurs. Got smoked, and George is over here.
Again, I don't.
He got the do-rag out yesterday, man. He got the do-rag out.
I genuinely don't get it. You're comparing your team and the way that you played when you had the worst opposition of all the English clubs, and you're trying to compare your performance or your style of play to everyone else. Let's have something clear. Atletico Madrid better than Bayern. And again, we beat Atletico. So I celebrated a win yesterday. That's what I did. I didn't talk about the draw. I forgot that a match reaction is we celebrate the past couple of weeks. No, you celebrate the match. You talk about the
Did you actually celebrate though, George? Did you really celebrate though? Surely not.
He did, yes.
Again, is it a match reaction? Wait,
you went out. How can you celebrate when you've gone out?
What a match reaction is. What is a match reaction? What do you guys do on your channels?
You reacted to the game. You reacted to the game.
All right, Saeed. So if you won, are you not supposed to react to the game?
You didn't win. You went out. You bloody villain, man. Get that leg go through in your head. Seriously, you're out.
I'm with you, man. I'm saying, trust me, man. They hating. Trust.
I reacted to the game, and furthermore, my first win in 2 months. You think I ain't gonna celebrate that? You lost your damn mind. I was scared, partying last night. I was ready to go outside.
George, this is the Spursiest. This is the reason you're called Spursy. This is the reason you're called Spursy, man. How can you celebrate a win when you've gone out the whole tournament, bruv? Like this is Spursy, bro. This is Spursy, George. Come on, you can't sit there and start celebrating. Oh wow, get the do-rag out. You've gone out the damn tournament, brother. Yeah. Let me say this: when we go on midday live on Monday with Saeed, are you going to put your hand up for when we get 3 points and you get 3 points?
Yes.
Are you going to be a 3 point collector?
What's happening this weekend? Of course. And we're going to be unbeaten in the last 7 days.
Just wanted to get the receipts on that.
3 games unbeaten. That's exactly what's going to happen. I did say, and it's funny because I remember a couple of weeks ago after the Crystal Palace game or leading into the Crystal Palace game, all I heard was, this is make or break for Tottenham season. This is make or break. If you don't win this, you're relegated. All this rubbish. And I told you guys continuously, you take it game by game and things will change. 2 games later, and you look at Liverpool, you look at the Atletico Madrid performance, you're telling me we're not building up momentum, then it's lies. You haven't watched the games. We played better than Liverpool. We played better than Atletico. I would take those performances going up against Nottingham Forest with more than enough confidence. And then we have a 3-week break. And then we have a 3-week break till our next game where we have more players coming back from injury. We just had Udogie come back.
I got to jump up.
Momentum's measured by output, no?
Well,
No, well, it's not. It's measured by performance. It's measured by performance.
Let me just ask George this one question. This is then the biggest game in your living memory of supporting your club. My team is the biggest game going for you right now, bro. So you can hold that, and
Wolfie, I know you practice your scripts before you come on here, but like you've got to do a bit better. Take some more time. This is the biggest game in your memory. We just played in a cup final. We just won a Europa League. You want to talk about?
Would you give that Europa League up to stay in the Premier League? Would you give it up? Would you give it up?
Up until today, or up until this stream, every other stream we've been on, you've been so confident that you're winning Europa League. You have a game today. You have a decider whether you are going to go to the next round or not. And you've not once mentioned it because you know you're out. You're more focused on Spurs, bro. Sorry, I was doing the hosting thing. My bad. Did anyone ask me? No.
But would you? Speaking of Europa, answer my question first. Would you give up that Europa League and stay in the Premier League this season?
We don't need to worry about that because we're gonna be.
No, we do. We do. Because I want to know how big this game against my club is for you.
Wolfie, you're 1-0 down.
It's a yes, no question, George. Would you give up that trophy to be in the Premier League next season?
You need to answer some yourself. Answer the question. So you're 1-0 down. You're away from home. You kick off in just an hour and 5 minutes.
So hurry up. I'm gonna go.
No. So answer the question, Wolfie. Are you going through? Yes or no?
Yes. You see how easy that is? Yes. Now,
so you are going
through. My question.
So no. So you're going through and you're going to be playing Thursday, Sunday. So are you staying up then with that? Because you struggle in Europa League and you're struggling in the Premier League. It doesn't look like you're going to.
It's easy. It's easy.
Let me ask you a question, Wolfie. Would you take relegation or the Europa League win?
Would I take relegation?
Staying up, it means staying up.
Yeah.
Oh, staying up. I was like, why would I take relegation?
I mean, if it meant you were relegated.
Which would you rather stay up?
No, staying up for me. Staying up for me.
No trophy.
I've already won the big trophy, bro. This is
your lifetime. Your lifetime.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Like Forest didn't start when I was born.
You have to see a trophy,
but it doesn't. Forest didn't start. It didn't incept because I was born, bro. The club has always existed.
Have you seen the trophy in your lifetime, though?
Huh?
Have you seen a trophy in your lifetime, though?
Yeah.
But that's
majors, mate. I've seen majors.
A European competition, yeah. You can say champion.
It doesn't matter. My club is bigger than me, bro. It doesn't matter.
I get it. But I'm saying like that.
Well, you're gonna write off the trophies you won before you were born.
No, I'm not saying I'm not going to write off.
Then, so what am I saying? If you won 20 league titles or not?
No, because you were basically insinuating that this was the biggest game in my lifetime, but this might actually be the biggest game in your lifetime, and you've had a longer lifetime than me.
So you think I haven't been in the mud fighting here before?
You haven't.
So you think I haven't been in the mud fighting here before, bro?
Wait, Wolfie, I'm trying to understand. So what you're actually saying in answering Saeed's question is that you've accepted you're not winning Europa League, and that you're focused more on the Premier League. Have you accepted?
How have you figured that one out?
Because you said you'd rather stay up, but everything that you've told us up until now is you're guaranteed to win Europa League. So you don't need to rather stay. We don't need to choose either or, because you should be confident in doing both. So
okay,
you pigeonhole yourself now that you know you're not getting Europa League, so you've accepted Premier League.
No, was that the question, though, George?
It wasn't a question.
That makes literal no sense.
He didn't say yes or no. You had the freedom to answer the question. You just
no. He asked me, would I rather stay up or win the Europa League?
And again,
like, why are you twisting stuff?
You chose of your freedom of your own self to answer it in the way that Saeed intended you to, which again,
I find Saeed to be a genuine person who asks genuine questions and answers genuine questions, whereas you sit there still ignoring my question from 10 minutes ago of would you give up your Europa League trophy from last season for survival this year?
I said I don't have to worry about it. That's why, because we're gonna survive. So
you're a pussy. You can't even answer one question. I've just answered 5 questions in a row.
No, that's just how you answer it. That's how you answer it.
Question. I just want to yes no answer.
I don't see happening.
I want a yes no answer.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think these 2 results here, banter aside, for Tottenham, Liverpool, and the win against Atletico, I'm going for a Tottenham win here, guys. You know, I do believe them results.
Good.
I've seen the performances, the way that they've been playing for the manager. I'm not gonna lie. I think you lot playing tonight as well, also today over in Midtjylland. Your record from European football to the Premier League isn't great. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I see Tottenham winning this one. They look a bit more galvanized. They look a bit more on it.
Wait, what is our record from Europe to Premier League say?
It is bad though.
No, what is it? What is it, man?
Nah,
These statements he's just throwing out. It's not.
Wins. I bet it's draws you're gonna tell me about.
Not losses.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not wins.
The draws are bad now, are they? Draws are bad.
Come on, man. You need wins. The whole
But
point.
You just statement of grandeur. Oh, your record after you, and you haven't got a clue what it is, man.
You're telling me you haven't
It's
won.
all right to say you don't know. It's all right to say what you. I don't even know it. I don't even know it. So I'm surprised you would know it.
3 games after European game, you haven't won.
No. What is it in total? What is it in total?
I have the last guy doing.
Okay, but apparently Saeed knows.
Brother, I said it's not your European record is not great. I said.
Yeah, I think
you said games after European games.
It's not been great. The whole point you in the relegation zone is that you've not been picking up points in the Premier League. So I don't even need to check, bro.
Wolfie, listen, I'm team Nottingham Forest, Wolfie. So I'm always here to support you, but I'm worried for Sunday, bro. I'm worried for you on Sunday, man.
Yeah, man.
I am a little bit worried, and do you know why? Because I do see, and I'm not saying I don't see it for Nottingham Forest, because I do think your manager is actually quite credible. I think he's actually half decent and he knows what he's doing. I'm just worried because I'm seeing a real lack of quality. I know you have got some good players, but I just don't see it meshing together right now. And I think with Tottenham, I did watch a big chunk of that game yesterday, and do you know what? Fair play to Tottenham, like they did step up, and I thought, what's his name? The young Archie Gray. He was good. I know Bergwell's back as well. I thought even, do you know what? Dare I say it? Kolo Muani, he weren't bad. And do you know what? He's coming into the form at the right time. I'm a little bit worried for you, Lamar.
Lee.
You got to score, Wolfie. You got to score. That's the thing.
Let's be real. Like, let's be honest, yeah. Let's take a step back, widen the lens. Let's be real, yeah. The only reason that these Tottenham man had a good game yesterday is because the players knew if they go out, there's nothing left to play for, bro. That's the only reason. There's nothing left. Them man are gonna go.
You know what it is, though?
There's nothing left to play for. Of course.
Wolfie, big up. I know Wolfie, you gotta go, but big up.
Yeah,
Let's get a score prediction from Wolfie before he goes. Go on. What's the score gonna be?
2-1 Forest.
You don't believe
it.
Because usually
let me make sure I see a do-rag on Sunday. I want to see a do-rag Sunday evening, yeah?
I'll have a red one on, don't worry.
Awesome. In a bit,
do you know what?
Big up, Wolfie. You're a legend, man. Big up.
I hear what you're saying, yeah, but like, I'll be honest. Those players on the pitch, they didn't have to do anything. They didn't have to run. They didn't have to try. There was no showing face because they got their arse handed to them in the first game. They lost 3 goals in the last 20 minutes or 25 minutes? I can't remember, something like that. For me, I feel like that shows a more credibility to those players. I'll be real, because yes, they didn't have anything to fight for, but also yes, they didn't have anything to fight for. They could have just thought, you know what? Let's lay down our shield.
No, I actually agree.
They had a few moments of adversity. I think it was one of the corners that they conceded. I think it was Sarr. He made a little mistake. He didn't get there. But do you know what? They carried on. And do you know what? The one thing we've leveled at Tottenham for the last 4, 5, 6 weeks: no fight, no heart, no desire. You saw that. Against Liverpool, man. I know Liverpool haven't been playing well at home in the league, but Liverpool are still a good team, and they kept going. And you know what? I feel like they should have bloody even won the game. I'll be honest with you. And I think one thing, even what Tobe says, do you know what? Really and truly, you've not even been attacking, and you could have conceded a little goal in the last few minutes against Liverpool. Why? Because you were attacking, you were trying. And do you know what? I think you're going to have enough to beat Nottingham Forest. I really do think you will.
And what I don't get is hooks. So saying the players had nothing to play for. Again, I know you didn't watch the game. It's very
no.
You did. No. Let me finish.
No, because you're already wrong. Because that's not what I said.
I know you didn't watch the game.
No. But you're already wrong, because that's not what I said. If you're gonna quote me,
again, I didn't quote you. I didn't quote you actually. I didn't say I'm quoting hooks. I didn't.
You actually said you said
I'm quoting hooks. I paraphrased you. Maybe you don't know. Like
the paraphrasing was way off.
I didn't. Okay, Hooks. Again, so what you said was complete and utter rubbish because you said the players again, the players have nothing to
You
play
don't even know
for.
what I said.
If you watch the game, it was very clear to see the players had something to play for. They were playing as if they wanted to go through. We actually we carried on till the last minute. Even at the point of when they went 2-2 and we realized, we're probably not going to go through. He took off all our best players, took off Archie Gray, took off Romero, and took off a few players and was like, yo, we're gonna Matisse Tell and was like, throw these up players. They were still trying. We went and got that third goal. Could have had a fourth, could have had a fifth. If you watch the game, we should have scored 4 or 5 yesterday. Could have actually went through. Again, I was happy with the performance because and like Lee pointed out, Tobes said, we've not been attacking well. The past 2 games, we've got more shots on target than we've had in the past 7 or 8 before that. So that showed me there's something that's changed. The managers lit a fire in these players' bellies, and they now have some type of belief or some type of fight in them to not want to get relegated. So I see a change. And this weekend, I know you want to do the Blood Brothers thing with Wolfie, and you're trying to support them. They're going down. They're going down. They're going down.
Bro.
All right, you didn't have to say that. You used to do a show called Blood Brothers with him. So whether you said it or not, there's evidence online to know that you always want to support Wolfie. Oh, they gave us our red kit. We wasn't red without them. Nottingham Forest, we love you. You want to do the brotherly thing. It's dead, but they're getting relegated, so accept that.
I hear it. Chris, so are you.
Well, we're not.
How about
Only
that one?
One of us is going to get relegated.
How about that one? George, don't get relegated because I will call your phone every day to remind you, bro.
You're going to call me at 5 a.m? I'm just going to ignore it, bro.
Every single day, bro.
Bro, we're really going to be on different timing. Like, there's going to be no...
Bro,
it's cool.
I promise you,
I'm not worried about Hooks calling me and he's like, it's 5 a.m. my time, it's 12 your time. I'm just gonna be like, bro, ignored. I'm not worried, isn't it?
No, I'll hold the L. I'll call it at awkward time for me. Just to make sure you answer every day. I promise you. I swear down.
Yo, Hooks, let me move.
Tottenham get relegated. That might actually be one of the biggest moments in football history.
It would be massive.
Tottenham getting relegated might actually go down as one of the biggest football moments in history, bro. Like, we'll all be 60, 70 years old, sitting down with our grandchildren, and then on the BBC, whatever, a match of the day, in the past, whatever they do, the day that Tottenham got relegated from the Premier League, I remember that time.
I don't think BBC say like that, but I hear it, innit?
Yeah, I remember.
I don't think they're gonna do it like that, but I hear it.
Let me ask this, bro. Let me ask this, bro, because you've got league champion Hooks. Obviously, everyone's seen it. At the weekend, it could be one trophy in the bag for Arsenal.
Oh, right, man.
What are you saying?
Man?
Can you hear me, Hooks, or not? Oh, he's done. What are we saying for the weekend? I want to move it to Arsenal this weekend.
Big weekend, man. Big weekend.
What are you saying, Said? I hear you're fancying City, not Arsenal.
Yeah, I think City will win this one. I think this is all they've got to play for, really, if I'm being honest with you. This and the FA Cup. I think that's going to salvage the season with a couple of maybe cups. I don't think he's winning the league, and I don't think he's winning the Champions League. Well, they're out anyway. So, I think he's going to want to... I think the players are going to be a bit more hungrier, knowing that, you know what, we might not win the league, but let's at least stop them from winning either domestic treble or the quadruple, which what Arsenal fans are talking about right now. So, man, I've got Man City to win this one. It won't be a pretty game. I don't think so. It won't be a pretty game at all. And I can see City edging it. I think a lot of their players as well that haven't played are fresh. Cherky, Mamouche. Like, I feel like they've got a team where they've not played. If you look at Semenyo was rested. I don't know what it was, man. They rested a couple of players as well on the bench. And I think ultimately you've got a good squad here, but I feel like your bench isn't as strong as theirs, if you know what I mean, in terms of what they could. Yeah, I do look at, especially the cup game. Arsenal put a lot into the Premier League season. Whereas if you look at Guardiola, has he really used his squad to the maximum? I don't think so. Has he used Cherky to the maximum? I don't think so. Mamouche, all these players, I don't think they've used to their maximum. Hence why I think they'll be a bit more hungrier, a bit more ready.
You know,
and I think Arsenal Yeah, I just think Arsenal win the game. That's it.
You know, Vardial and Gahey can't play. I won't be playing in the game.
Yeah, they're both
Vardy's
out.
out anyway for a while, anyway.
Yeah, and no
Yeah,
Gahey.
Vardy's
So
out,
Yeah,
Gahey's out.
Gay can't play cup tied, innit?
yeah, so we're back to the Man City defense. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
they play Tottenham and Diaz. I don't really think Diaz is all that now. I can't lie. I think he's fell off a little bit.
yeah, man, it's a minor, bro.
yeah.
Like, look, it's a final.
But you
innit?
believe
So,
you're
like,
winning
look,
the game, yeah? You believe you're winning?
Like, look, it's a final, innit? You get me? And then
Yeah.
on the day, the better team wins, innit? But obviously, I'm gonna side with Arsenal, innit?
It's not you're gonna side. You said they were winning it back in October,
I
so you
believe
have
we
to
can
say
win.
it
I
now.
believe we can win, and I also believe that if we do go and win that, it'll be a major catalyst, innit? Because people always talk about like a group of players needing to win something together, like as a group, to give like that extra belief to go and then do more. That's what I feel like this win on Sunday could do for this group of players. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Do you know what I mean? Can't lie. There's a lot of men that will be sitting down not watching their club in a final. So you get me? I get the pleasure of watching my club in a final. So yeah.
How many years
I'm
has it been since you've been in a final?
Yeah,
5 years.
it's been nice. Yeah. All the jokes, run them. I don't
No,
mind.
I'm just asking because you obviously made. No, you done the
get me?
sneak
So
this,
it's
like
all
you done
good.
the little
It's all good,
indirect
it's
to
all good, it's all
everyone
good.
else, but it's been 5 years, so I don't know.
That
Like
sounds good.
it's not coming from the right place.
Let
But
me ask.
Oh, here we go.
This is mad. All this in and out. This is in and out stuff. What are you saying, Jay?
I think Arsenal win on penalties.
That's what I've said. I've gone.
I think Arsenal. I think it'd be a very tight game. It's a final. Finals usually are. Pep will want to leave this season with something, in my opinion. So I do think that's why he rested a lot of players in that Madrid game. And it's got. Maybe this is mad for me to see, but Haaland's got to start stepping up, man. He's got to start stepping up in big games for me. I think he gets away with a lot because he is a goal machine, but I do think I do think he gets away with it a lot, Haaland.
still no goals in the final, right, Jamie? Still no goals in the final from him.
Yeah. I just need to see Haaland. But I think it'd be a tight game. But I do think Arsenal will win on penalties. I think you've got to respect Arsenal's defence right now and what their system and the way they set up. So, and I think that'd be very hard for Man City. I think Gay is going to be quite a bit of a miss. Is Semenyo cup tied or is he available?
No. You know what's the shock,
I can't remember if he played for Bournemouth in the League Cup.
Okay, it's Gahey.
Yeah, it's just Gay. Yeah, it's
Why
going to be.
Why not Semenyo though?
Semenyo not play for Bournemouth?
You don't think he played for?
Did he not play for Bournemouth?
No.
Oh,
he's not cup tied. Yeah, but
Semenyo would be important for him. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, I think that Arsenal are just in their groove right now. If you hate it or like it or whatever, you have to respect it, and they're in their groove. And they got some of their players are, right in form. Look at Eze at the moment; he's banging form. He's the number 10 Odegaard wished he was. Right, I think Eze's looked fantastic last few weeks. I didn't realise how well he can hit a ball, though. His striking ability is fantastic. So, yeah, I actually think it's going to be a really intriguing game for everyone to watch, even the neutrals. I really do, but I think it go away the penalties down personally, and I think Arsenal.
Yeah, I said that today. I did my preview. I said that as well. A lot of people are like, "Oh, what? This can't go to penalties." I agree. I don't want it to, but I feel like it'll be a very tight 1-1, and then I think it will go pens. And I've got to back the boys to do that. Lee, what are you saying, bruv? You're Gunnar. What are you saying, brother?
I mean, yeah, we spoke about it last night. I'll be honest. The more I think about it, with no Gahey. Sorry. I think we're ready. We're primed. We're ready. I think we're at the point of, we've got to win. I think, some of their players aren't playing well. And listen, I think the massive thing is Pep. I don't think he knows if he's coming or going. And I think that's going to help us. I mean, he looks like a donut on the side with those checkered shirts. He doesn't know.
What was that shirt he was wearing? It looked too big for him as well.
Mate, he
looked too big for him as well, man. It's horrible.
Absolutely. he looks like when my nephew tries to wear my bloody Arsenal tops, and he looks like a dress on him. He's an absolute idiot, that guy. But no, I'll be honest. I just think that we've got to have it in the bag. I think. Listen, I'm going to be there. And yeah, with a lot of fans. I think Man City fans, they ain't really feeling the. I think it's a lot of fake positivity from them. But listen, they have every right to believe in their manager. But this is the same manager that keeps making mistake after mistake. So I don't know, man. I think the stats from Dan yesterday, the positive Dan, when you mentioned that Arsenal or Arteta hasn't lost a Wembley game. I mean, it's all good omens. Good omens right now.
Nah, it's good omens. Yeah, Arteta hasn't lost at Wembley as a player or a manager, and Pep's lost his last 2 finals. But some of those omens don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's about who turns up on the day. I think it'll be interesting to see what goalkeepers start. Will it be Trafford or Donnarumma? Will it be Kepa or Raya? We know the players that are out for Arsenal and Manchester City. I imagine they'll go strong outfield in both of those. So I think it's going to be a really big game. But I wanted to ask you guys, if we win this, or if just say Arsenal to win this, is that all they're winning this season, Arsenal? Or are they going to win the league and maybe?
No, you weren't. The league's done, ain't it?
Yeah, the league's done. League's done, bro. League's done.
So you won the league. You won the league. I think you'll win the League Cup, FA Cup, Champions League. Who knows, man? Who knows?
I don't think you get any of those other trophies. I think FA Cup, even if you get to the final, it'll be a point of you guys are going to be celebrating too much by then. Arsenal will switch off. You win the title. I think the players will end up switching off. Albeit, rightly so. Champs, Dan, you're not winning champs in our lifetime, man. One of them. Why? Know your level. Sometimes you just want to know your level, boy.
I can't lie.
They get a champs, and that Dan's smile tells us what he needs to know. You've watched Arsenal in the Champions League for far too long. Their backside blows out once you get to the semis and those real times.
Do you think this is the same Arsenal then? You don't think it's a different
Arsenal?
I
think it's obviously a different Arsenal. I'll give you respect. I actually think you're going to win the weekend. I want nothing but you to lose. I'd hope. I'm going as far as I'm going to put money on Arsenal to win so I can lose money. I don't win that much on my bets. I want to lose money. I want to lose, but I'm seeing as I'm paying for them to lose. So I'll happily do that. But I think you guys are going to win. And I think if you do win this, obviously league's wrapped up. I just think the other trophies you guys won't have enough to get.
Because it goes so late into the season, don't it?
Yeah.
I look at I think the only way City beat Arsenal this weekend is actually, and Pep, I don't know if Pep will do this, but you've got to let Arsenal have all the ball. I think that would be
transition team anyway.
I think that'd be City's way of best to play. Not playing a low block, but playing that sort of mid block, and then using the pacey guys on counter attacks, and that means letting Arsenal have a lot of the ball. And I think that's if Pep does that, I think there's a chance City can win. If City try and do what they usually do, I think because defensively how good Arsenal are, I think in the end they'll pick them off and get the goal that they need or something like that. So that's why I think it's a very good match coming up. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I think it definitely can look like a close game on paper. I think there'll definitely be evenly matched. I think Dan, you spoke about it earlier on in the stream today. I think some of the changes that could possibly happen definitely makes it more even, especially with the goalkeepers, the defenders, Gay missing. But I think, as I said, man, I think we're primed, man. I think it could be a funny game similar to the Bayer Leverkusen. First half, we battered them, but we kind of didn't really put our foot on their necks. But second half, it was almost a bit of a bloodbath, if I'm honest with you. Or even that game like yesterday with the Liverpool game. I thought Liverpool first half, you lot all over them, but you kind of just wasted them. And then in the second half, again, you just kind of, I think everyone just went up like 10, 20% or maybe more than that. I think Arsenal.
Who do you think needs to win it more, Lee? Arsenal or City?
You boys.
Yeah, I think look, for me, and I think George made a great point about, maybe not winning any other competitions. You know me, mate. I'll be happy with one, but I'll be extremely happy with two. I don't care what two, but I'll be happy with two. I'm not one of them fans, it must be the Champions League in the league. Nah, I just think like
the main aim is the Premier League, man.
Yeah, but we've got to win two. I think from the position that we're in, you've got Southampton away in the FA Cup, and then what? It's just down to the draw because we could get another pony team, get to the final, and then Arteta could work some magic. So again, that could be free. So I just think out of all the competitions we're in for, you've got to kind of get two. But I wouldn't cry. I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk if we get one.
As long as we get the league, I don't think it's a massive issue if we don't get like I'd rather get like the league and that's it than try and go. You can't lose this league, man. You can't lose this league from here again. Like we've bottled it a few times now. If we were to do that again, it'd be absolutely horrendous for us. So look, man, I've got to back the boys to win it. I understand why people look at City. I heard today that they were underdogs in this now. I thought they were sharks. Now they're underdogs. What's happening? So it's bizarre. But look, I will say this: if we win it, I think we've got great momentum going into May to win something again. So that's kind
Dan,
of.
I feel like did you say that because you don't want to be the favorites? Because that's what I feel like. I feel like Arsenal hate being the favorites, especially in a game like this.
No, but what my point is, George, is 1 minute they're sharks and beware. The next minute, well, we're underdogs. What do you expect? Like, hang on, which one are you? Are you going to come for us, or are you like, well, we're not expected to win? Like, which one is it? That's my point.
Yeah, I think the thing with City they're quite top heavy, ain't they? And City,
yeah,
and I think that's the imbalance in their team this season because you can get them at it defensively. Even the smaller team this year. Usually when you watch a Man City against one of the smaller teams in the league, they just sit there and take their medicine and take a 4-0 and go home, don't they? Now this season, even last season, they're like, you know what? They might not as good. They're not quite as good as they used to be, and we can have a go at them now. And that's how teams have been going at City. But if it's City's day with their attack that they got, they could beat anyone on the planet,
Jamie, right? They've got, like, if you said, "Oh, who you're scared of at City?" You're going to mention Haaland, you're going to mention Cherky, you're going to mention Semenyo. When it's Arsenal, you're going to mention Rice and Gabriel and Saliba. It's completely two opposites. Like
it's the opposite. Yeah, it's the opposite. Yeah,
it's the opposite end of the scale for me. But look, man, I don't want to talk about how many trophies. Really, I just wanted to pose that question to you guys. Me personally, I just want to win this game on Sunday, and obviously, I want to win that league. But we're not even playing a league game now to the 11th of April. Can you believe it? It's crazy. So we've got. I think in fact we play pretty much every other competition before the league again. So we play
Champions League and FA Cup.
Yeah, Champions League and FA Cup and Sunday Carabao Cup.
Yeah, we got.
I think that's a good thing, though. I think that's a good thing for quite a few teams. Look, where we are is where we are. Like, I think Man City got their game in hand. So right now it's 9 points. Let's see what happens the next time, because they've got Chelsea away. It could stay the same. It could obviously increase, whatever. So I'm not that fast. I think for me, I feel like we all on this panel know what's going to happen in May. We know we're going to probably win the league. So I think we can kind of put that on the back burner, and you go full throttle and get Timber back. Hopefully he's back for Sunday, but get some of the players, rotate, get some momentum, as I said, I think the guy said. And yeah, man, like, listen, all aboard the train, man, because it could be a great season for Arsenal.
Could be an unbelievable season, bro. Could be an unbelievable season, man. But look, let me do these supers, and then I've got one question for Say before we get out of here. Shame is it? I'm not reading that one out. Glockeres, league champion Hooks. Don't let us win a quadruple. Can you imagine what he'll call himself if we do? That would be absolutely mad. Talking about European football, and the Man United fans are smiling from the outside but crying from the inside. Well, next season it will be, Champions League for Man United again. You know what I'm saying? It looks that way. Anyway, Glockeres says we win 3-1, 2 set pieces, 1 tapping. Eze cooking, not gonna lie. Do you know what? I was asked a question today. Who do you want to turn up in this final? And I want it to be Starboy Saka, man. I know people talk about Eze and they talk about Gyökeres and Havertz. So I'd love nothing more for Saka to win this trophy, man. I absolutely love it. I know he was kind of part of the squad when we last won the FA Cup, but he weren't really in and around it. Like, for me, he deserves it more than anybody individually, in my opinion. So as much as he ain't played well, I need him to turn up in this one. I'd absolutely love him to. Let me come to Saeed, because I mentioned this question on Monday night and everyone ripped me for it, Saeed. But I don't know what your thoughts are and the panel's thoughts are on this as we come to a close. I said that with the right summer, I think Manchester United could be in a title race next season. And I got absolutely ruined, crucified. They all went, nah, no way, absolutely no way. And I'm thinking, hang on, am I looking at this Premier League table the right way? Because I don't actually think it's that great right now, right? And I'm looking at the summer. If Man United I'm talking you need not 1 or 2. I'm talking you need like a proper good summer.
We need at least 5 to 6 big signings.
6, I don't know why. I don't think you'll win it. But I don't know why you can't be in a title race challenge. Am I going too far? Because everyone said I was. George's face, imagine, means that he doesn't agree with me either. But
listen.
What are you saying?
I believe so, man. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, it depends on the manager. You know what I mean? Whether people think that Carrick can get us winning a title or not. If it's Enrique that comes in, I don't know. But if you look at if we get the right signings, that we need to go and get, yeah. I don't know why he's laughing.
He's cracking up, man.
If we get the right signings in, I don't see why not, man. I do believe. I mean, word to Carefree Lewis, the league's robbed. You know what I mean? Like 90-minute merchants. Listen, I do look at it now from my point of view. If Man United do get the right signings in, and I'm talking Tonali, Anderson, them caliber of signings, plus another striker, plus maybe a left back and a left winger. You know, I mean, we do need to bolster the squad. We do need to, you know what I mean, get the squad a bit more bigger because there's a lot of players that are just not doing anything. Like Ugarte, Mason Mount, you know, Malacia. I need to get rid of these guys, man, unfortunately. So yeah, man, I'm not, listen, I'm not saying right now, you know what I mean, we're on a title chart, but I do believe there's opportunity there, man, for Man United to figure, because Chelsea ain't doing anything. I'm still not going to rule out Liverpool because if they get a serious manager in, you know, I mean, with the players that they've bought and the players that they've got coming in, they can still do something next season. But I want to back my team, and I do believe, yeah, man, we could do something next season, man.
There is a lack of lot. I get it because there is a lot of unknown. We don't know who the manager's going to be. We don't know the players you're getting in. But I'm saying with the right manager and the right recruitment, I don't see why you can't be. And I know there's a lot of ifs there, but that was my kind of point. But George, go on. You were laughing. Go on, explain.
No, I just laughed at a few things. For one, like this is Saeed all over. Isn't it? At the start of this season, when they had a big summer, they were finishing third. That was the conversations that Man United fans were having. And yeah, they've finished third now, but they said this with Amorim, not with Carrick. They didn't foresee Carrick coming in mid-season and having the run that he's had.
He's done better than Carrick.
Now, we can all admit, you're right, the league is robbed. So I'm not sitting there saying the league's too good for Man United to progress that way. But for one, bringing in 5 to 6 players, he said first team players to come instantly in. And we saw what happened with Liverpool this year. It's not going to... And you said a new manager.
Too mmany top-heavy signings in terms of like 2 strikers, fullbacks that weren't really suited to their style. Like Frimpong was more of a right winger than a right back. So really and truly, Liverpool bought players, but did they buy the right sort of players though? I'm talking about
that's the thing though, Said, is we know, like, even with, let's just say you guys go out and have a window, they might look good on paper, but then when they actually come in, do they fit?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, there's so many different factors. So I think a title challenge, like, I know you don't mean actually win it. You just mean be in and around, maybe finish 10 points off. But still, Dan, I just think it's way too far. And I had to giggle when you said Luis Enrique, man, because what makes you think
so we're linked with him,
coming to your club right now?
We're linked with him, bro.
And what happened to, you know, back Carrick, you know, trust Carrick, give him the job?
I've never once
said that at this point, isn't it?
No, I'm backing Carrick because he's right now the interim manager. Does that mean I'm backing him for the full-time job? Not necessarily, but if he gets it and he deserves it, I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it. I mean, for me personally, I looked at the manager right now, Nagelsmann. They're not really managed that I'm like keen on, if I'm being true and honest with you. The only one that I really like is Iraola. I do like Iraola. I like his style. I like the way he plays football. But again, it's still a risk, man. So if Carrick does get it, I mean, is there a cap on what he can do? But if he's got the players there, I do believe if you're a good manager and you platform the players in the right way, I do believe you can do something in the season, man.
Yeah,
you know, similar to Slot. Slot didn't really do much tactically in the first season, did he? It was about making sure that you carry on from the last season. So yeah, that's
it's only this season when he did it. But
yeah.
But I look at Liverpool like the players that we got now. Yeah, the players we bought this summer. If we keep the majority of our squad and then buy really well this summer to balance out the team. I think Liverpool, we're obviously getting a new coach. I think Liverpool will do really well next season as well.
Yeah,
there is a chance that the top 4 next year will be the Manchester clubs, Arsenal and Liverpool. Because Chelsea, I don't know about them, man.
No,
Chelsea
we'll
are a mess. Like,
let's finish.
They're
They're the new banner club, man. They're the new banner club.
They're the new banner club. They are, yeah. They're the new banner club. Chelsea, 100%. I think you're right, Jay. Yeah. Liverpool could be back. I think United with the right recruitment, the right manager appointment. Obviously, Liverpool get a manager appointment right as well. I think both those sides will have a good chance. Whether they'll both go for a title or not, I'm not sure. But I don't think it's a mad thing to say. But obviously, there's a lot of laughter and stuff. When I said that,
yeah. there's someone that's got to do something and step up. And last season, to be fair, I think everyone said, right, Arsenal must challenge. Arsenal must win the league. Then it was a case of, right, Liverpool with the amount of spend. So it was literally Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City. Nobody really had Chelsea title contenders. Nobody had Man United. So someone has to step up.
Oh, only Chelsea fans.
Well, yeah, Chelsea fans, yeah. So I think it's one of them ones where, like, someone's got to step up. And I think if someone could get the early recruitment right before the World Cup, that's where I believe.
But then the thing is, like, don't you think that, like, albeit like your players have played pretty good, the last 6-7 weeks, it has been one game a week preparing yourself for.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be a huge reality check for your players playing twice a week and like getting used to that.
Yeah, I know. If we sign 4 signings here and they're not good enough to what I believe, then of course I'm gonna lower my expectations of what happens next season. I might say we're capped at top 4 or top 3. Like, it has to be, for me, 5 to 7 signings. I really mean that. For Man United to be serious next season, we need a squad. Because if you look at 11, it's decent. If you look at our 13,
you need 16 to 18 players, don't you?
Yeah, you need. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I looked at Arsenal; they've got 23, 24. In their squad. It's mad.
You got 25 if you add like Max Dowman, and it's like 24, 25.
Yeah,
so
25.
Do you think the board are not sure on Carrick yet, because it is one game a week, and the good feel factor with Carrick in charge is bringing everyone up to the surface a little bit. And when you go, like, you're probably going to play Champions League next season, if 3 games a week, is Carrick that guy for that scenario? Is that where you got to work it out?
Yeah, they've got to work out in that regards. I feel like for me, it's one of them ones where if they do insist on Carrick, it's because maybe they're not confident in getting the manager that they want, or they believe in Carrick as well. They think, you know what, man, he deserves it. I mean, if he gets 3rd, right, and
give him a job, yeah.
He deserves to be in the reckoning for the job. Like, you can't deny Michael Carrick doesn't deserve to be.
Who's out there? Who's actually out there, like?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Nagelsmann's contracted to 2028. The reason why I said Enrique is that he looks like the most likely, maybe, to leave if there is a situation that arises, right? You've got Iriola. That could be a possibility. He's got a release clause. Glasner, I don't want him, but he's available. Again, you know what I mean? I don't see them going for Glasner. Who else is there? Sorry, Xavi, yeah, that's another one as well. Xavi, maybe. So there's not many like outstanding, credible targets, you know what I mean, right now as it stands. And also targets that the United fans are like, yes, we want him right now. Bring him. De Zerbi, very volatile. Look what he's done at Marseille. And the way it went.
Are you not a bit wary though that the Carrick? It could just be a repeat.
Oh, massively.
Because obviously Oli done a good job. Like, looking at years back, he actually done a really good job. But he capped himself, and we know that there was a cap with his play. Like, and just him as a manager. Do you think Carrick could have that same cap? Like,
what it is because we've got my man, the former England manager. I don't believe it's the same.
Steve Holland, yeah.
Steve Holland factor is massive, man. I do believe Carrick's got a style. I don't think it's maybe put into fruition just yet, but I do believe he does things in other ways. Like, I think with Oli, it was more so good feel factor, counter-attacking football. If you watch Carrick, we don't really play counter-attacking football like that. Ours is build-up play. We play through the lines. We try and you know what I mean? There is a bit more kind of like thing to what we're trying to do. You know what I mean?
If you look at the United over the last few years, with managers, you could argue the 2 best. Like, I know Ten Hag won 2 trophies, but a lot of, I say, obviously no better than I do, but a lot of Man United fans are still down about the way he was managing the club and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you actually look at the way Carrick's playing with Man United right now and lifting the spirits, the way Oli came in and lifted the spirits and got Man United playing, what do they have in common? The 2 Man United legends.
Yeah.
They've got an affinity with the football club, and they know how the club should play football. And I've always said this. I think with big football teams, there's something special about a manager with the affinity of the football club, with the fans and the city and the people that know everything about it. They can get a team playing. You've got that connection all over the place. And you look at Carrick, he's got that connection. You look at Oli, he had that connection. And you're arguably playing the best football in that Oli days, you actually, if you look at it, you are playing really good football. You're playing good football now under the Carrick, and it was brick dead under the other two. And because there's something about it. I don't know, I might be way off here, but
no, I think you're right, Jay. I would, if I'm a United fan, I'd rather actually keep Carrick than go for a De Zerbi or a Southgate or something like that, because it's settled right now. The only thing I would do is I'm replacing Carrick. This is if I was a United fan. I would want a Luis Enrique or Carlo Ancelotti or a Zidane or someone of that level if you could get them. Otherwise, I think you've got to look wisely at who you're actually getting. I mean, Iriola plays beautiful football and Glasner plays beautiful football, but in terms of like what they're taking Man United to, I don't know, like, and Glasner, like, I don't really like what's happened with him in Palace. I kind of hear it.
They're booing him right now. They're booing him right now.
Yeah, they like want him out and stuff. That's not good. And I kind of hear it.
He's a bit of a weirdo, ain't he, Glasner?
I know he is. He's a bit of a sore
He is,
loser.
but I feel like he like the way he feels and the way he's been treated.
He's a tit.
I agree.
No, he's not though. He's done for them something that they could never have even conceived in their minds.
Yeah.
And to back that is they've sold all his best players.
They haven't backed him. Yeah. I kind of hear it.
At the end of the day, you've got to realise you're Crystal Palace manager, and that shit's going.
That's it. No, you're right. It's kind of see both sides. Let me just throw another manager very quickly at you.
Before you come in there,
go on, bro.
Before you come in there, it's one of them ones where you got to remember the turnaround in the World Cup. There is literally no turnaround. So imagine you go get a new manager now. You're barely doing any preseason training. You're barely we're gonna go straight into the season, figuring out how do we play? Like, is that the way we play? And then everyone's gonna be like, what is this sort of football, etc., etc. So
I hear that. I do hear that, man.
That's why I think Liverpool get Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, I think Liverpool will get Xabi Alonso. Let me throw a manager at you, Said. Let me know if you would. I don't know if I've asked you this before. I've done so much content with him about you. Cesc Fabregas.
Nah, not for me, man. I still think he's just chill out, come off for a bit, man. And I wouldn't even want him to leave anyway. Like, in terms of
he's done unreal, man. He's done unbelievable.
Yeah, he's done unreal, but let him get into Europe with Como. I feel like this season they might not be that.
They're going to be in Champions League. No, they're 4th or 5th at the moment. They just went above Roma. See this the other day.
Yeah, man. So let them get football. Let him be seen in Europe. It's all good and well doing it in Serie A, yeah. Let him do something in Europe, and then we can start to talk about whether he deserves a big club or not. You know what I mean?
Do you think he'll be good though? Do you man think he'll be good? I think
he's a hipster coach, man. Like a lot.
He does look good, but I don't know if people actually like read the things he says and that. Like, I've seen before him.
Yeah, man.
He was like, no, but we played amazing football, the possession and so on. So I was happy. Yeah, he said he was happy.
It's hipster shit. It's these new coaches. It is. So it's like De Zerbi. Yeah, it's like De Zerbi. De Zerbi plays good football. Yeah, he's the hipster's favourite. Yeah, but when he goes, he won't get big clubs. Big clubs won't go for him. Right, they just won't. They're great at that level, where they get teams to a certain level and they look good on the eye because there's zero pressure.
Yeah,
no pressure, man. So they can play their football.
Yeah, I just think for me right now, and he's only played one game a week as well. So again, similar to what people say about Michael Carrick, like he's got one game a week, so he looks okay now. But when he's stretched and when he's got multiple
this is a bit disingenuous, man. They're the richest club in Serie A, so like it wasn't a case of they were just like working their way up. They were like,
no. Yeah, man.
They have riches.
I do think he'll be a good manager to say that.
They live in a fancy part of Italy. Ain't Como Lake like a nice area?
The Italian lake. On the lake. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's Italian lakes, man.
The stadium's crazy. Like
almost beautiful, man.
Yeah,
right on the med. Yeah, beautiful, man.
Yeah. It's interesting, man. I wanted to get your thoughts on that, but look, people, it's been a good show. It has. There's one question more for Said, which is from Jonathan. It says, with United, do you go for young players or players in their prime, 25, 28, to replace the 30-year-olds?
Yeah, I do. I've always said with my United, man, we should always look to buy 25 to 28-year-olds in that bracket. You feel me? Like, it's all going well getting young players, but I do believe that's the most underrated bracket to go and buy. You know what I mean? In the market right now, that sort of age range, because they're kind of like molded into the player that you kind of know what you're getting, rather than if you get a young player, you may, he's raw, you know what I mean? Or he needs to develop. Like, we ain't got time for that. So that's why Mbeumo and Cunha have been good this season, because they've gone straight in. They know what's going on. It's been good. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that's a good one to really do.
No, fair play. Fair play.
Bruno Fernandes, by the way, has been excellent this season.
Yes.
I think this is his best year.
No, I'm going to say it now. I actually think he's player of the year.
Yeah? Yeah.
I think that's a
Really?
stretch. I'll be
I
honest.
think it's
Like,
been excellent. I think it's been excellent.
I think if you give it to any player outside of Arsenal, and it's not because they've won the league, but because they've performed so much better than everyone else as a team, you have to give it to one of their players. Either it's Gabriel or Rice.
Yeah,
Like, they have to.
I hear that. I hear that.
If he wins the assist record, then I would give it to Bruno. Me personally, that's crazy.
Was he on like 9 corners out of 16 assists?
Ah, here we go, man.
I know. Saeed, if you saw my tweets, I've been bigging up Bruno and giving him his flowers for a while.
I just find it funny from Arsenal fans that now all of a sudden we're discussing corners.
I'm not saying it doesn't count.
They were saying to fans, well, corners are part of the game and and we're getting. But really and truly, do they not count? Do you need to still put the ball into a dangerous area?
No, they do count, man. They do count. Do you know what's helped Bruno? Do you know what's helped Bruno this season? Not just Carrick putting him in the right position. 1 game a week's help, man. 100%.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
1 game a week is help.
But the thing is that, like, he's played. Look, the thing is, though, he's played fucking well this season.
Really well.
I'm a Liverpool fan saying it's about a Man United player, right? He's played. He's played really. Played really well. I think. I said I put Szoboszlai up there as well. I think Szoboszlai.
I think both of them are getting team of the season for me. Yeah, both of them getting team of the season.
Szoboszlai would definitely be in there, 100%.
But because Liverpool being shy, it doesn't get spoke about as much.
Of course, yeah.
But I think there's better things. Yeah. Great players, yeah.
They've both been exceptional. Szoboszlai is so good, man. He's
big quality. He's big quality. I can't lie.
Yeah. I've always thought Bruno was good. I just hate him. That's the problem I've got. I don't like him. So he's one of those players you want in your side, but you'd hate the opposition. Do you know what I mean? A bit like Bernardo Silva. I can't stand him.
I'm Bernardo Silva.
No one likes these players. No one likes them personally, but they're good. No. We understand they're good footballers. You know what I mean?
Of course. 100%. Yeah, I hate Bernardo. I can't stand him. But
Bernardo is the. Have you ever seen that video of Bernardo Silva looking into that empty shop for no reason?
No, it's house. It was a house.
Is it healthy? Yeah, because it looked empty, didn't it? That geezer went, "Hey, what are you doing?" He looks at him like that, really shifty. It's like,
bloody hell, man. What's just before we close? What's this thing about Neymar? I haven't seen any content today.
Yeah, Rooney don't rate him.
Crazy.
That's mad.
Rooney don't rate
him.
I think he said he's not. Rooney said he doesn't consider him a top player. I think is that the word?
Come on, Rooney's probably doing like the proper British thing, like, oh, you got to get in, smash a player, too much flick, fancy tricks, all that.
My Rooney's saying it because Rooney was a top player at the end of the day. So
yeah,
Rooney, if anyone can say it's Rooney, man, come on.
Yeah, I don't mind it. When a top player talks about a top player, you can have that conversation, can't you? If it's Peter Crouch saying it, we can, you know.
This is mental.
Mane over Neymar.
I don't know, man.
You know the Salah one. That was Gary Neville, wasn't it? He said he'd have Gary. I think Gary Neville said that he'd have Salah over Neymar.
Am I lying? Neymar was unreal, right? Am I the only one who thinks that?
I will say one thing. I think when Mane was playing for Liverpool at its best under Jurgen, I do think he was the best left winger in the world at the time.
Yeah, no doubt.
But as a prime footballer, though, like technical ability and everything about the game, Neymar is Neymar, ain't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he wasn't Ronaldo or Messi, but he was like he's unbelievable.
I think Neymar's a better footballer than Ronaldo.
Wow,
really? Footballer technically, innit? Actually, no, I think it's harsh, man. Ronaldo had his early years, he showed all of that, and then he just got very robotic in it after a while. So
I think Ronaldo and Messi will always be 1 and 2 for me. Like, I don't think there's ever going to be anyone that gets
Ronaldo's not in my top 10, man.
That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
top 10.
Yeah, man.
Safe.
Top 10. Nah, man, I've got to be honest. I couldn't stand the guy, but he's unreal, man. Ronaldo and Messi.
I watched a lot of football, man. I'm in my 40s. I watched a lot of football. You know, I just, yeah. If you're going to do great,
you have Maradona and R9 ahead of him, do you? And like Zidane.
Yeah. I'm not trying to talk about shit football. You know, I'm talking about the best of the best. I think.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think 10 is wild. If you said like 3 or 5, I would have understood about 10. There's definitely not 10 players.
Man,
like no chance.
Well, in the history of football.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, no.
You don't think there's 10? You don't think there's 10 better players than Ronaldo in the history of football?
No.
Crazy.
Who are they though? Who are they? Not that I want to open this podcast.
I don't even want to have a conversation, but yeah, let's hear them, Jamie. Just
my list. So obviously Messi, Maradona, Zidane, R9, Iniesta. When I say Iniesta, people go mad. I think people forget how fucking good Iniesta was, man.
Yeah, he was unreal. He was unreal.
Yeah, Iniesta was out this world. Fuck me, I've got my list here somewhere. You put me on the spot now.
Yeah, I have, but
I did.
No, but you said 10 so confidently, so I thought it was going to be easy.
Yeah, no, I had it written down. Can't fucking remember all the 10 now. But no, I haven't. Yeah, I watched Maradona play, man. I'm 45 years old. Yeah.
Neymar.
I think I've got Bergkamp in there, I believe. Yeah, I've got Bergkamp in there.
Wow. That's
Bergkamp as an actual footballer for third.
You're talking about like football ability,
yeah, football ability. This is what people. Yeah. I'm not talking about how many goals he scored and correct. I'm talking about pure football ability.
I know
pure
the
football ability.
Criteria. Just
for me,
technical ability.
Dennis Bergkamp's the best number 10 of all time.
Yeah, he is, without that.
I think from a technical standpoint, Thierry Henry's better than Cristiano Ronaldo.
I feel like Ronaldo gets disrespected because his latter years of his career was so goal driven.
I'm going for his whole thing. I'm going for his.
But I think if you want to go like for me, Premier League wise, I think Bergkamp's technically the best there's ever been in the Premier League. I think he's better than anyone. I think he's better than Hazard. I think he's better than Bale. I think he's better than Ronaldo. I think he's better than Henry. I think he's better than. There's only Zola and Cantona that I think can come close to Bergkamp.
And this is what I'm talking from a pure footballing standpoint, because a lot of people say he's got 1,000 goals. How can he not be number 2 and behind Messi? But I go from that technical, pure footballing standpoint. I don't know if I've seen some better first touch than Bergkamp in football. Close control, and he didn't need pace.
Got a player to throw in there for that. Dimitar Berbatov.
Yeah, Berbatov had a great first touch.
His touch was
Berbatov, again, a fantastic footballer. Guys, do you know how good they are? They don't rely on pace.
Yeah,
they don't rely on pace at all. They don't need to kick it past the man and run. Because their technical ability and first touch is so good, it's beating the man.
I think because, like, for me, I'm a bit younger than you, Jay, but a bit older than George. So I started watching football the year the Prem started. So it was 92-93 when we were winning the League Cup stuff. And for me, personally, I'm not saying because I'm an Arsenal fan, I don't think there's anyone technically better than Bergkamp. And the only two that I think do come close are Cantona and Zola. They're the only two I would say that come close to him technically.
Yeah,
now, you can talk about goals and the fact he didn't fly and the fact he didn't score as many as so and so. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about technical ability. He still scored the best goal of Everton in the Premier League, and no one's ever replicated it. And people say that's because it was lucky and he didn't mean it.
No, you can't do it.
It was unbelievable. It was ridiculous how good that goal was. And obviously Leicester. The hat trick against Leicester, and then obviously the Newcastle one where everyone says he didn't mean to do it. But then, for me, he's technically unbelievable. Letitia, Kyle was coming out with another one. Letitia was unreal, mate. Matthew Letitia was beautiful to watch, man. Absolutely beautiful to watch.
And like someone in the chat said, 1,000 goals requires technical footballing ability, lol. This is why I don't bring GA into it, because if I bring GA into it, I'll bring up Mo Salah. I'm not saying he's one of the best ever, obviously, but then everyone tells me goals don't matter. Do you know what matter? Goals don't matter. So either goals are part of technical ability, and we all got to start respecting Mo Salah for what he does as a right winger, week in, week out, season in, season out, or GA don't matter. And we just
Salah, to be fair though, Salah does get disrespected crazily. Like, how can you be that consistent for 8 years and score this amount of goals and people go, nah, he's not actually that good? Like, I don't hear that. I never have.
He showed his quality this year, Dan. I feel like this year, I've finally seen the real Salah. I don't know what happened. Maybe there was like he had some type of boost. He had some, I don't know. Maybe if we'll find out he was on some steroids or something. I don't know. But this year I've seen the real Salah that I've knew was the real Salah for a long time.
You know, it's mad though. He still got, no matter how shit he is, he's still on 20 GA this season.
He's on 20.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He actually scored more goals.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. He's dog shit this season, but he's on 20 GA.
This is why it is mad. Like, he has been a really bad player this season in terms of his level, but he's still got that. He's a
moments player. Look at his 50th goal last night in Europe. The way he took that. I mean, He's a moments player, isn't he? That's why I know him as.
No, he's top quality in my opinion, but a lot of people don't rate him. But then a lot of people disrespect players sometimes because they don't like him for whatever reason. But there we go. But listen, make sure you
look at Matt Letizia, man.
Matt Letizia is a
if
great shout.
If he moved to Man United, people would talk about him as the greatest. I don't know. I mean, he's born in the Channel Islands, but
loyalty, man.
They would say he's the best British player of all time if he played for Man United. If he moved there.
Was he not English? Did he not play for England?
Well, it comes from the Channel Islands, so they don't really count themselves as a. English,
he did. He should have got more. There's a lot of players that should have got more caps for England, and there's also players that did play for England that were great for their club but not good, like Ian Wright, Andy Cole, two of the best finishers you'll see, but they were awful for England. They couldn't get ahead of the likes of Shearer and Sheringham at the time.
Robbie Fowler.
Robbie Fowler. I mean, Fowler's probably the best finisher I've ever seen in the Premier League.
And he only got what, 20? Was it 28 caps or something mad like that?
Yeah, mad. Fowler was. I reckon if I'm going back, I reckon now. I think he's probably the best one-on-one finisher that I've seen in the Premier League, in the history of the Premier League. Robbie Fowler. Like I couldn't believe what I was seeing when he was come through and he was young. I remember he scored that hat trick against Arsenal when he was like 19. It was the quickest ever hat trick at the time, like 7 or 8 minutes. And I thought, who the fucking hell is this kid? He is unreal, like ridiculously good, like so good. So yeah, man, good. But it's nostalgia. Listen, make sure you're following Durag Diaries. Make sure you're following Jamie Liverpool Football Chats, and make sure you're following Saeed and the boys as well. We're gonna send you over to Wolfie. Do me a favor, just go and say, "Come on, Midgetland." That's all I need you to do. Just come and say, "Come on, Midgetland." And go and wind him up for a bit. But big up to him for hosting today. Big up to you two for coming on. Big up to the chat. Big up to Super Chats. Make sure you do me a favor, and if you're following OK Jersey as well, the code is 12man. And we will see you next time, people. We're out of here. Laters.